Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. For those of you that are new, welcome. You may also want to check out my main tarot channel, Moon Moth Goddess, where I do have a bunch of other pick a card readings posted for you guys. So welcome to the channel. Today's pick a card reading, we are doing should you change career paths? Okay, and if there is a message that comes through about what career path, then I will definitely let you know that if there's something specific that's coming through for you. Okay, but our focus today is should you change career paths? Okay, so we do have 3 crystals. We have a Sunstone for pile 1, a clear quartz for pile 2, and I believe, is this a bloodstone or is this a fancy Jasper? It's like a very dark green color. So I believe this was, I don't know. It's either a fancy Jasper or a bloodstone. I'm just going to call it fancy Jasper for the purpose of this reading today. Okay. They look very similar. I have another one that looks just like that. So let's see. Should you change career paths? Should you change career paths? If you already know and you already feel drawn to a specific crystal, you can skip ahead to the timestamp. But I'm pulling this card for you guys to help you a little bit more for those of you that need the extra help. So should you change career paths? We have the Bluebird Spirit with happiness for pile 1. Should pile 2 change career paths? Should pile 2 change career paths? We have the meandering pathway with flow. And for pile number 3 with this dark green crystal, Jasper, fancy Jasper. Should pile 3 change career paths? We have fire spirit with energy. Okay, so let's take a look. Pile 1, we have the Bluebird Spirit with happiness. Okay, and that is with this Sunstone, card number 7. Pile number 2, we have meandering pathway with flow, card number 24, clear quartz. Pile number 3, we have the fire spirit with this fancy Jasper, very dark green color. Card number 17, fire spirit energy. Okay, so pause the video if you need a little bit more time to meditate on the artwork, the crystals, the number 7, 24, 17, Sunstone, clear quartz, fancy Jasper. Whichever one you feel the most intuitively drawn to. Should you change career paths? Pause the video if you need more time, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So those of you that chose the Bluebird Spirit with happiness and the little Sunstone crystal here, we're asking Spirit today, should you change career paths? Okay, and already with the Bluebird Spirit, it says happiness. So this almost makes me feel like Spirit saying, have the courage to do what makes you happy, truly. If a change is something that would make you feel happy, you have to kind of go with what your gut feeling is telling you. Okay, so let's look at the tarot and see what is coming through for you. Should you change career paths? Pile number 1, should you change career paths? Should pile number 1 change career paths? We have the 6 of Cups. We have the 7 of Swords. The Sun. Two of Swords. This makes me feel like some of you are feeling a little bit confused or kind of stuck at a place of indecision. There might be even some fear here that's making you kind of hold back. Should pile number 1 change career paths? The Lovers, again, it's like Spirit saying here, it's your choice. What is your heart telling you? Okay. The Two of Pentacles, it's like you have a choice to make here. The Two of Swords is about a choice. The Two of Pentacles, we have to weigh our options here. Doing something that makes your heart feel happy, your inner child feel happy. The Eight of Cups. Ace of Swords. Okay. And I'm seeing the Four of Swords, which is the need for pause and a need for reflection. Judgment at the bottom. Essentially, with this Judgment energy, and I'm seeing the High Priestess is right underneath that, there is a need for you here with Judgment to make a big decision, but this is also about you answering the call of your soul. Okay? So I will say, if you feel right now that what you're doing for your career path is something that is your soul's calling, stick with it. If you feel like your soul is calling you towards something greater, something that has more purpose, trust your intuition. Okay? Because I'm seeing here this snake has just shed its skin. The Nine of Cups is right underneath that. So it's like Spirit saying here, answer the call of your soul. And look at that, how we have this little bird here. It's not a blue bird, but there's a little bird that's here with the blue bird that's there. Happiness. So yeah, if you feel that what you're doing right now, and this almost makes me feel like there is a change here for some of you with the Eight of Cups. Because the Eight of Cups is about letting go of things that no longer serve us. Things that no longer bring us emotional fulfillment. And a Spirit saying here, if you follow your heart and you allow your intuition to guide you, that is going to lead you towards fulfillment and happiness. Ultimately, right? So Judgment might be literally, this is the time in your life where you were answering the call of your soul. And I do feel, looking at this with the Six of Cups, many of you might be meant to feeling called to service to others. Okay? Because I feel like with the Six of Cups energy here, there's a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. It is something that requires you to have a lot of confidence within inside of yourself. Ultimately, it is about what makes you happy. I'm seeing a lot of anxiety surrounding making a shift or change. And for some of you, this change could be something that's leading you towards the path of abundance, but you're afraid. You're afraid. You're lacking confidence in taking action with that, with the Knight of Swords. But ultimately, there's the need for you to follow your heart towards other opportunities. Many of you, I feel like you're being called to use your spiritual gifts. There's gifts of healing here. It requires a lot of love, a lot of compassion. Some of you are creatives, artists, healers, psychics. You may be meant and feel called, like I said, to help others, service others. It can be working with children or even healing the inner child. Many of you are being guided towards teaching, spiritual thing. And if you're already doing that, you know, you're already doing this, keep going, okay? There may be things that you can kind of add on for, like, let's just say more services, okay? I'm just going to use myself as an example. When I first started my other channel, Moon Moth Goddess, and then I didn't know anything about tarot. I didn't know anything about being psychic and all that kind of stuff. It was just like I had my awakening and it was like, here you go. You need to do this. This is your path. Follow it. And when I first started, I was lost. I still felt lost. I didn't know what I was doing. I was still working. For those of you that don't know, I'm also a registered nurse. I didn't know what I was doing, right? But I just felt like that shift was something that I needed to make from going from nursing to what I'm doing now, okay? Now, when I first started, it was reading tarot, but that's not all that I do anymore, right? I have gotten my Reiki Master Teacher certification. I offer mentoring services to people, spiritual relationship mentoring. I'm helping people with healings. I'm doing intuition building with people. So, what I'm trying to say is that if you feel called to this type of work, right? Some people might say a light worker or some type of service towards other people, don't feel like you just have to choose one thing, okay? Because when I first started, it was only tarot and I didn't know anything else about what I was going to be doing. But since then, I've evolved and I started to add on different things that I wanted to be able to help people to still fit with inside of that box of service to others and helping other people. But now I've just added on additional services that I can offer, right? And for some of those, yes, you can go to school, you can become a psychologist, a psychiatrist, you can become a life coach. You can do so many other things to add into your little toolbox. So ultimately, this is Spirit saying here, if you feel that your heart is calling you towards a greater purpose and your intuition is guiding you, do it. Okay, I'm feeling at this time, because the Judgment card has shown up, that many of you have purposes to step into. And this is about you trusting what your intuition is leading you towards, because ultimately it's leading you towards fulfillment, happiness, abundance, right? You've got the happiness here, the happiness that comes in with the Sun card here. Many of you already are leaning towards one thing. Look at how this frog is holding onto one sword, right? To me, those are kind of like two ideas that you might have, or two split paths, right? Your intuition is guiding you more towards one of them. Go with that. Okay, so I'm feeling like the answer might be yes for some of you. Some of you might already literally be living your purpose, doing it, and it's what makes you happy, right? If you feel a need for a shift a little bit, right, you can do spiritual work. Doesn't mean you have to read tarot. You can do other things, right? There's so many different things that you can get into. But yeah, many of you, I feel like you're very, very psychic, healers, creatives, artists, so many different talents and skills that you might have. And I feel like a lot of it comes from your heart. You have a big heart, a lot of love to give, a lot of love to share, a lot of wanting to just kind of service and be there as a support system, or even helping raising the vibration of the rest of the collective. So yeah, let go of the anxiety, the fears that you have surrounding making the shift, because I feel like ultimately they're leading you towards this King of Pentacles energy. And the King of Pentacles is all about abundance and using your resources and taking risks in life, right? In order to achieve this level of abundance, it requires us to step outside of our comfort zone. Okay, so I am feeling like the answer is yes for you, especially if you feel your heart is calling you in some other different direction. Okay, so let's get some advice and guidance for you. Pile number 1. What is your advice on changing career paths? What is your advice on changing your career path? Rebirth with Isis. Okay, that is really beautiful energy. Some of you literally going through. We have, I don't know, is that a Q? Mama Kocha with water. There's a need for you to tap into your feelings, your intuition. Rebirth process. The Sage, and it says be devoted and committed. Okay, be devoted and committed. And then we have the Mountains with stand your ground. So even though I feel like what Spirit's saying here, even though the whole idea of changing paths might be something that is super daunting for you, this is you not backing down, okay? Because there may be obstacles with the change, right? But this is basically Spirit saying here, be confident in yourself, follow your intuition, trust that you can make it happen, whatever makes you happy, okay? So that is all that I have for you, pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonate with the meandering pathway flow and the clear quartz crystal. So with our question today, should you change career paths? Okay, and I'm looking at this here. We have a little wizard who his path is kind of like winding and taking him in different directions, right? Because we have flow here. This kind of makes me feel like many of you are not meant to stay on one path. You're meant to really use this time in this lifetime to discover many different things. So staying on one course from, let's just say if you go out and you get a degree and you're like, okay, this is the career path that I'm choosing, and you stay on that one single path all the way until you retire, you're not meant to do that, okay? That's what I can say with this meandering pathway. There's a need for you to learn how to flow with wherever your soul is guiding you, because I feel like you're meant to experience many different things, not just one. That is the end all be all career path. You're meant to explore, you're meant to discover, you're meant to allow your heart to lead and guide you towards many different things that you're meant to experience here. Okay? That's what I'm getting from this. So let's pull some tarot and see here. Pile number 2. It's kind of like I'm looking at this wizard, and it's kind of like I'm imagining this is you in the forest, and you're kind of like lighting up the path of what you're manifesting on your way, right? Because this one path you could take could open up a whole new directions, or many different directions for you, so that you're meant to learn how to just flow with it and just go, right? And not feel like you have to just stick to one thing your entire life. I feel like I said, you're meant to experience many different things, not one straight line, you know. And some people that works for them. I don't feel like it's going to work for you, pile 2. I think that your soul is kind of like wanting to experience and explore and kind of try new things, do new things, and kind of discover in this lifetime, and just let yourself do it, you know, and not be afraid. Let's see, pile number 2. You know, because sometimes when we stay on one path, it can get very monotonous, very boring. We have the Hangman. I'm going to put these back. The Hangman that's coming out. What should you change career paths? The 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. Some of you, I feel like you may feel like your career has gotten stagnant, and you feel like it's not progressing, it's not going anywhere. Some of you may have even feel like you've invested so much time and energy into something, and you're not growing. You're not getting a raise. You're not getting a promotion. You're not, like, it's just not, like, you're feeling stuck. And that can make you feel super frustrated. You might be questioning, is it worth it for you to continue to kind of invest your time and energy into what you're doing, you know? Should you change career paths? Pile number, we have the 5 of Swords. Some of you might feel a little bit defeated here. Three of Pentacles. Some of you are meant to own your own business. Okay? Maybe some of you are in your own business. You do run your own business, but your own business has gotten a little bit stagnant. This is going to be a very specific message. It's not going to be for all of you, but it might only be just one person that's watching this reading. Someone, you opened up a business with somebody or a group of people, and these people, this could have caused some type of financial loss, some type of financial loss. Like there's, because the 5 of Swords can sometimes be when we are a victim to something, victim to a person, another person's cruelty. There could be other people involved, co-workers. Some of you might even be in a toxic environment. Okay, a toxic environment that you're needing to get yourself out of. There could be a lot of cruelty with others. I don't know if this is people necessarily name calling you, but like just a lot of toxic energy here with people that are surrounding you. People that are acting like your friends or your coworkers, but they're not. Aggressive, maybe even a little nasty. Should pile number 2 change career paths? The Two of Pentacles. This is a choice you have to make here, weighing your options, right? Seeing which is the better decision for you with the Eight of Wands and the Magician. Wow. Okay. Nine of Cups. Ace of Wands. Okay, so I'm going to say yes, okay? The Tower energy is a big shift, big change, which may create upheaval in your life a little bit, right? As you're making this big change. But I feel like the answer is yes, you should. Many of you, like I said, you're meant to own your own business. If you don't already, this is your path. You're meant to just do your own thing. You're the magician here. Others of you that are a victim to, like I said, it could only be for one of you. There's someone here, though, who has had a partnership or a business with other people, and the other people may have done something a little shady here. And so you might feel like your business has gotten stuck or stagnant. It's not really progressing. If that is the case, the Ace of Wands energy is about you maybe needing to kind of look at what things, or how, let's just say you're running your business at this time, what things you need to let go of, what needs to kind of be revamped or something of that nature, because the Ace of Wands is divine inspiration. So there may even be some new idea that comes in for you that is going to bring you a lot more fulfillment. This could be some type of epiphanies or realizations, even about letting go of a business for some of you and choosing a whole new path altogether, something that provides more recognition, more acknowledgement. Many of you are meant to kind of stand out and have your talents and skills be appreciated. Some of you are maybe even stuck in a situation where people are not. I'm thinking the Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Some of you are needing to walk away. You're meant to be leaders here, pile two. You're meant to be leaders. You're meant to have your own business. You're not meant to follow along with the crowd. You're not meant to do what everybody else is doing. There's a need for you here with the King of Wands. Many of you are creatives, okay? You have very powerful energy of leadership, confidence. This could be working on building up your self-esteem if you feel a little bit low in that department. The Eight of Cups, though, is about walking away from things that do not serve. The Three of Swords can be a card of feeling disappointment, heartache, because you're not being recognized in the way that you deserve to be. So some of you could be walking away. Let's just say you have a business right now that's not doing so great, right? You've tried to invest in it. You could let go of that, okay? I'm seeing that there's potential here for you to let that go. But there's this powerful energy here of the King of Wands, which you creating something new, okay? Something new here. Magician and the Ace of Wands, something that truly brings you happiness, fulfillment. It is about trusting the energy, putting it into motion. Like I said, I kind of look at this magician as he's creating his path as he goes with this wand. Okay? So many of you, yes, if you're feeling that like a business you've been working towards, it's not working, I'm seeing you maybe even manifesting a new one. Because you're still this King of Wands, regardless. Okay? You're not meant to be a follower. You're meant to do your own thing. The King of Wands is very much an entrepreneur. It is a very powerful energy. I mean, this could even be you moving into a place of executive level management, top of the company, if you decide to work for a company. You're meant to be recognized. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to be well known. Like I said, this King of Wands is very creative energy. So basically you can do whatever you want to do with the King of Wands, okay? Don't limit yourself. The King of Wands is all about, what is that word called? Inspiring, okay? You can even be someone who inspires people, motivates people. The King of Wands would be like the person who knows, owns their own fitness facility, works as an actress, an actor, a singer. The King of Wands very much likes to be in the spotlight. Okay, center of attention. So something that gains other people's attention. The King of Wands could also be someone who works in a business to inspire and motivate other people. they have a very strong, powerful energy. And I'm seeing that within you. So definitely feel, like I said, let your heart guide you. But many of you, I'm seeing there is a change that is needed, especially with the Eight of Cups. Okay, so I'm feeling the answer is yes for you. Should you change career paths? Yes. Okay, so let's get some advice for you. Pile number 2. Yeah, because there's a need for releasing something. I feel like that's not in alignment for you with that Tower. We have the Shaolin Master, and it says be graceful in your movement and your action. Okay. Pile number 2. What is your advice for changing your career path? What is your advice? She-Wolf, look at that. Unleash the wild within. To me, that's unleashing your creativity, your power. Stepping into, you know, being more confident in yourself. We have the broken arrow here, and it says, embrace the energy of peace. Okay, so if something is not working, don't be afraid of change. We have great teacher here. Learn from spiritual experiences. Okay. And then I'm seeing divine wisdom at the bottom. So many of you, I feel like you're receiving these downloads or these messages, the Spirit trying to guide you towards a different path. Go with it. Okay? Go with that. But many of you, I feel like you're very powerful leaders. And maybe some of you teachers, right? Is what I'm getting here. Okay? So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the fire spirit energy and this, what was I calling this again? Fancy Jasper. This is going to be a reading. So let's look at your tarot first to see, should you change career paths? Should you change career paths? Pile number 3. I'm feeling, first off, kind of looking at this here, it's like there's a lot of powerful energy that you have, and there's a need for you to channel into that and use it. Okay, let's see what's coming through with the tarot. Should pile number 3 change career paths? Should pile number 3 change career paths? Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. There's been a lot of this. I think this has shown up in every pile. Every pile. Should pile number 3, Ten of Cups, change career paths? The Six of Swords, I'm seeing that as a change, some type of transition here. Should pile number 3 change career paths? And the Knight of Cups is about keeping ourselves open to possibilities, you know, opportunities that are available here. And I feel like ultimately leading you towards things that bring you happiness, fulfillment. The Tower. Should pile number 3 change career paths? There's a need for you to let go of self-sabotaging thoughts, though. I am feeling there's a need for you to be more confident. Okay. I'm seeing the Chariot here. The Chariot is about moving, having the willpower and courage to move forward with something. I'm seeing a change here, but I don't know if this is really your entire career path, because this almost makes me feel, because the Eight of Pentacles energy is about putting and investing hard work into something so that we are becoming a master at our skill. So mastery of our skill. So let's see what this shift is here then? Because it almost makes me feel like, let's just say that you are someone who, I don't know, let's say you have a degree in finance and you work at a company and you've already reached your ceiling at that company, okay? But there are other companies out there that you could take that degree and move even further with it. Because the Eight of Pentacles is time that we invest into something over a long period of time. We're getting really good at it. We're perfecting, right? The hobby or the skill or the talent that we have. So this almost makes me feel like you could be staying even in the same career field. You're just changing where you work. You know what I'm saying? Like you have that degree in finance and the company that you work for is saying, we're not going to pay you anymore. We're not giving you raises anymore. This is as far as you're going. You've reached your ceiling. So you decide to open yourself up to other opportunities that allow you to grow even more. Okay? Is kind of what I'm getting from this. So let's clarify a little bit. Let's look at, why is the Six of Swords here? Because this, to me, with this fire spirit and energy, is showing that you have so much power and so much potential. It may not necessarily be that you're changing paths altogether, but that you have the power to move ahead in the current career path that you're on and expand yourself way farther than the current company that you're working for would even allow for. You know, so there could be a transition here. There could be a change. I just don't feel like it's, I don't know. Let's see first. Why is the Six of Swords here? The Eight of Wands. Maybe this is travel or relocation. Why is the Six of Swords here? The Eight of Cups. You're walking away from something. Letting something go that does not bring fulfillment any longer. Why is the Six of Swords here? The Star. Towards your destiny. Why is the Tower here? The Queen of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. There's the need for you to let go of the lack mentality, scarcity mindset. Many of you might even be guided towards opening your own business. Okay? The Three of Pentacles here is about networking with others. I don't know if this, I mean, of course, ultimately it's up to you, right? You have to go with what your heart is telling you. But for some of you, I feel like this could be staying in the same career, just changing companies. Okay? Changing companies here. If you do feel, however, like, no, I'm done. I'm tired of this altogether. Then of course, go with that. The Chariot energy is about us having the willpower and the determination, the focused intention to move forward with something. The Chariot is also this powerful energy that helps us to move forward, to make progress, to be successful, to succeed. And I do feel like you have the power to succeed in what you choose to do. But if you feel like the company that you're at or what you're doing right now, the path that you're on, is just not moving ahead in the way that you want, consider making a change here. And for some of you, I feel like it may be something that you can do even with inside the same company, like just moving to a different position, applying for a management position or applying for something else, because you have this powerful energy that's here to be successful at whatever you choose to do. Sometimes it does require us to make adjustments, right? And to keep our opportunities open, right? If you've been in a position for like 4 years and you're just like, no, I don't want to do this anymore, but I like this company, right? They pay good, the benefits are good, then keep the options open for what other positions they might have open, or you can start networking with other people to see what else is available, you know, in the company, or even other companies that could really allow you to take your skills that you already have with the career path that you're on to the next level. Because this, to me, this Chariot energy is like unstoppable, right? That's what this is giving to me, this energy here, the fire spirit, this power and this energy to be a leader. Like you could be someone who's meant to make it to the top. And if there's something that's making you feel stuck, like you can't do it, no, yes, you can. It may require you to make some changes, you know. So I kind of feel for some of you, it may not necessarily be changing career paths altogether, but taking that to the next level. What's the next level? You decide. Does that mean you branch off and start your own business, you know, that is similar to the services that you offer? Or you open a business with other people? Or you go to a different company that's going to offer you more money? Okay, ultimately you have to choose. I'm feeling for some of you, though, your heart is calling you to start something new, like a new project. And there's the need for you to follow what your intuition is telling you, because you have a lot of options, is basically what Spirit is saying here. Okay? You have to trust your intuition, is what I'm getting. So let's get some advice for you, pile number 3. What is your advice? We have the Sun. Enjoy success and happiness. What is pile number 3's advice and guidance on changing career paths? You know, like if you work at one company and they don't see your worth, they're not paying you, then change companies, you know. We have Alliance here. Unleash the wild within and also be graceful in your movement and your action. You know, so to me, this is kind of you kind of unleashing your fullest potential. Maybe you do form alliances with certain people that you network with. I want to see what this 8 of Pentacles is. The Fool. For some of you, this could be some type of new beginning or taking a leap of faith. The World. I mean, like I said, some of you might feel called to end something altogether. Your current job, go down a different path. But many of you, I feel like instead of working for someone, you run a business. You do your own thing. You know? Some of you, I feel like it's staying in the same path. It's just a different place. Maybe you go to a different country. You go to a different state where that state pays more money. You know? It's like you're allowing yourself to have the confidence within yourself to know you can make it to the top with this energy. It's very powerful. Right? It's like Spirit saying here, you hold the key. You hold the power here in what you decide, because the world isn't ending. You know, the Fool is a new beginning for some of you, you know. It's ultimately, there is a need though with letting go of the lack mentality, the self-sabotaging thoughts, and to really follow your heart. Okay? Which has been a message across the piles. Follow your heart. What does your heart tell you? What does your intuition tell you? You know, if you're not feeling happy with where you're at and you're feeling, okay, this career path does not make me feel happy anymore, change it. Be confident enough in yourself to know that you can make that change and be successful at it. Because this, to me, is you having some powerful energy within you to be successful at whatever you focus your intention on. Right? Regardless of what career path you choose, you have that energy within you to be successful at what you choose to do. Know that within inside of yourself, pile 3. Okay? So I'm going to leave your reading here for you. I do wish you all the best. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.